two. Check one, two, one, one. Check one. Then these all friends and family. According to our schedule, we will have the viewing that will be done first. So as I'm setting up for the rituals, I will humbly ask for those individuals who would like to come forward and do their viewing. After the viewing, we'll probably have speeches as we go along, and then we'll start with our rites and rituals. As soon as the rituals are finished, and after our religious aspect is finished, we'll proceed immediately at the back for the cremation. So at this time, let us open it up for any form of viewing that needs to be done. come and do their viewing. Our scheduled timing is up to about 10:30 to do viewing, and also at the same time, the family members are ready. They can also give their formal introduction and read the eulogy of Pidaji, and then there's anyone in the audience who would like to come forward and say a few words. You're also invited to do so. Can somebody send a message to the album and let them pick up this song?
Remembering Mahadeo Harnarrine, we stand here today heavy-hearted, feeling the immense weight of saying goodbye to our beloved husband, dad, granddad, great-granddad, brother, uncle, and friend, Mahadeo Harnarrine, known by everyone who loved him as Blackbud or Uncle Baba. The silence where his laughter used to be is deafening, and the world is certainly less bright without his gentle presence. Born on October 14th, 1944, this cowboy had a deep love for his family. We are saddened to lose you, Pa. But today is not about the sadness of loss, it's about the 59 beautiful and wonderful years of life he shared with his wife Matade, our mom Pearlie, and the enduring legacy he built. They were neighbors growing up across the street from each other in Richmond, a proximity that turned into a devotion spanning 6 decades. To Blackbud, Pearlie wasn't just his wife, she was a beautiful centerpiece of his work and milestone. It is a testament to the life lived well, a life rooted in Richmond on the Essequibo coast and transplanted with strength and faith when they migrated to the US in 1992. He was the second son of the late Ragobir, also known as Akela, and Etwaria, known as Irene. Blackbud's commitment was also to his family first. He Wallo, Bisho, Sherry, Cheryl, and Tono. He was the protective father-in-law to Bunty, Soma, Indira, and Tony. In his own words, he had two beautiful granddaughters, Verita and Lorita, and his cherished grandson, Cairo, and was the delighted great-grandfather of Alyssa, Mikey, Christopher, and Caitlin, and grandfather-in-law to Shane. We also want to take a moment to acknowledge a bond that was truly unique and powerful, the relationship between Blackbud and his son Bisho. We all know how much Bisho will miss him. Bisho lived with his father, spending all his days ensuring every need was met, providing comfort, companionship, and a constant care right up until the end. That quite unwavering devotion is the truest reflection of the love Blackbud inspired, and we thank Bisho for giving him such pure love in his final years. His siblings, Kemraj, Hari, Lachman, Rami, Data, Sibyl, Mama, and the late Panis, and his wide circle of in laws, whose names are too numerous to mention, all knew the depth of his loyalty. He was also a devoted brother and great uncle, a cherished friend to the Suknandans family, and to his many nieces and nephews, whose names are too numerous to mention. The farmer, the fisherman, the star. Blackbird was a man of the land and the simple pleasures. Back in his younger days, he was a great farmer with a deep abiding passion for cattle rearing, a skill he proudly passed down. He was also a passionate fisherman who never met a piece of fish he didn't love. If you wanted to know where he was, you might find him glued to the television, captivated by the world of his favorite Western films. His journey to the USA in 1992 was driven by a single purpose: to give his family more, and that dedication showed up in every area of his life, often with a firm but funny hand. The children, now adults, can look back and smile at the days they received licks or a stern word of daring to come home late. That discipline was just the form wrapping around a massive soft heart. The laughter and love of his sweet legacy, Mahadeo's most enduring quality was his ability to combine pride and love with a touch of Guyanese charm. His two beautiful granddaughters, no matter how grown they got, would always hear that familiar proud shout, "Oh, me grand, pick me them." They also remembered the playful discipline where every time he visited Guyana, he would make them recite the national pledge of the United States of America, insisting they restart if they fumbled. He wanted them to be sharp, to be proud, and above all, to know they were deeply loved. This playful dedication extended to his visits. Lurita remembers the days he would ride his bicycle just to see her. When it was time to leave, the routine was always the same. He'd ask her husband Shane for a shot to drink, and true to their playful bond, Lorita would tease him, saying, "I gotta call grandma and tell she you drinking." It was a moment of beautiful shared mischief that only this family knows. Perhaps the purest expression of his sweet, soft heart was his ritual with his daughter-in-law Bunty. If Balo and Bunty were on the phone, you'd hear a commotion as he'd fight Pearlie just to grab the receiver. He didn't want a long conversation. He just wanted to hear their voice, check on them, and then deliver the blessings that sums up his entire life philosophy. That, that, you must live good, right? He didn't need 1,000 words to convey his love or his deepest wish for you. He just needed those few essential ones. A fond farewell. Blackbud was a true Hindu, and he understood that the soul is eternal. Though we weep for his loss of his physical presence, his kindness, his wisdom, and his laughter live on. They live in the resilience of his children, the success of his grandchildren, and the stories we'd share, and in every quiet moment when we choose to live good for him. We will miss his quiet strength, his warm humor, and the beautiful way he showed us how to love. May his beautiful soul attain moksha. Rest in peace, Granddad.
Thank you for that the eulogy that was done. We'll extend an invitation if there's anybody who'd like to come forward on the in front by the podium to say a few words and to give a little speech if you've prepared one. If not, probably you can just share some memories that you would have had with Pitaji. So the microphone is open up to each and every one of you for those who'd like to come forward and say a few words. Again, if there's anyone who would like to come forward and say a few words. In the meantime, we prepare for the Sindoor ceremony. We have the sheet for the Sindoor. All right.
Good evening. Good morning to everyone. Thank you everyone to be here, gather the ceremony of my brother-in-law. And as we all know him, he was one of our character and a good brother-in-law. And it hurt us all today to lose him. But as life goes on, one day we all got to go. We came in this life, we got our passport, but when we wait on our visa, and when we get our visa, we have to go. And my brother, his parents them went already with their visa, and he's going to be joining them because he got his visa. And he's there, and he's going to wait on us so we can go there too. We're going to go there sometime. And life, we all have to respect each and every one. And I'll miss him. My Didi, I'll always be there for you, and we love you. Thank you, guys, and God bless.
need anything more?
ॐ शर्कराघृतं नैवेद्यम् अष्टकं पिन्दोर्परि प्रथमं द्वितीयं तृतीयं चतुर्थाय पञ्चमं षष्ठमं पिन्दस्ते मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठता ॐ मनाधीर्नो देव शङ्खचक्रागराधर अक्षय पुण्डरीकाक्ष प्रीतमोक्षा प्रधो भव हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Devotees all, once more my humble namaste, sitaram to all of you. If there's anyone who would like to come forward and do a bhajan or so, in the meantime we perform the necessary shraddha that is needed. This ceremony is very sacred in according to Hinduism, according to Sanatan Dharma. According to our scriptures, these are offerings that are very important and vital for that divine soul, and so as we continue to perform this act, it is appropriate to have bhajans and kirtan. So if there's anyone who would like to come forward and do a bhajan or kirtan, please come forward and give your contribution, after which we will open it again for speeches after our rituals. Thank you.
This bhajan that I'm going to sing is for my sister-in-law, my Bauji. This song is for when a husband has passed away. Om Gajananang Bhut Aganadi Sevyutang Kapita Jambu Palacharu Bhakshanam Uma Satang Shoka Vinashakaratang Namami Vigane Shvarapadakam Pajam Om Gita Ganga Cha Gayatri Sita Satya Swaraswati Brahm Vidya Brahmali Trisanya Mokini Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guru Namah Male Khai Sita Ho Ram Soche Mana Kahi Ke Kare O Male Khai Sita Ho Ram Soche Mana Kahi Ke Kare Harani Harana Chalanta Jangala Me Harani Harana Chalanta Jangala Me Vyadala Gale Gala Pasi Vyadala Gale Gala Pasi Kuta pani ke hirani nikal gaye harana nikal gaye pasi harana ko lage gala pasi ho Rama harana ko lage gala pasi Male Khai Sita Ho Ram Soche Mana Kahi Ke Kare Pancha Paga Se Badani Pukare Suno Harana Mere Baat Suno Harana Mere Bata Ho Rama Suno harana mere byat O Male Khai Sita Ho Ram Soche Mana Kahi Ke Kare Vyadhala ke ghada में कड़ची गति है पांच काचा तेरे मास पांच काचा तेरे मासा हो रामा पांच काचा तेरे मास ओ माले कैसी हो राम सोचे मन कहे के करे इतना बचन जब सुने ले बिकड़वा काटा दीन गाले पासी काटा दीन गाले पासी हो रामा काटा दीन गाले पासी ओ माले कैसी हो राम सोचे मन कहीं के करे तुलसीदास बजे भगवान तीन जाने वैकुंठ सिधारे तीन जाने वैकुंठ सिधारे रामा तीन जाने वैकुंठ सिधारे ओ मालिक है सीता हो राम सोचे मन कहीं के करे मालिक है सीता हो राम सोचे मन कहीं के करे
Yeah, I'm gonna hold take out this flower here for me. So bring us some light. Check 1, 2. Devotees all, friends and family, we're gonna open up the microphone up to those who would like to come forward and say a few words. We have completed our important and necessary shraddha that is needed to be done, and now we will extend an invitation to those who would like to come forward and say a few words. Anybody? Nobody?
Hare Krishna, everybody. On behalf of the Harnarrine family, we thank each and every one of you for supporting us all today. Uncle Baba, I could say he loved most was his family. He loved his children, his wife. He loved all nieces, nephews. He would be so happy whenever anyone would visit. He always called me his daughter. And anytime he's around, he will tease anybody, don't mess with his daughter. He's gonna beat you. So one thing that everybody knows about him, most of the time you visit his home, you will be sure to see John Wayne or Clint Eastwood on the TV. He loved those old films. And Uncle Baba, we love you too, and you will truly be missed. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Uncle Baba, as far as I could remember, not only to myself, but to all my cousins, every single one of us, I don't ever remember one time where he was mean to anybody. He always got something good to say. For me, he was more than an uncle, but he was also a very good friend. Like I said, he was never mean. We always make fun. I could remember, I was trying to remember like a couple days ago, you know, the past. And one thing what I remember, which was funny, like we play cricket as kids, we do whatever we want, but cousins, we are gonna get injured sometime. So anybody had a sprained ankle, a sprained something, they go by him. And sometimes he will purposely rub that area for you to get a painful reaction from you, for fun. So by knowing how he is, I don't know, this is probably like 20, 25 years ago. We was playing basketball, and I sprained my left ankle. And it swelled up. I didn't want to go by him. So I waited until I can't bear the pain no more. I was afraid to go. So eventually, I was sitting by his couch, and I give him my right foot to rub. This is true. So, you know, after about like 15, 20 minutes, rubbing the right foot, pretending I'm in pain, I was like, hey, hold on, I forgot. I give you the wrong foot. That was one of the stupidest things I ever did, because he made me pay for it. And with that, today, not only saying goodbye to an uncle, but a friend as well. And thank you very much.
Anyone else would like to come forward?
Mahadeo Harnarrine, a man among us. We know him as Baba. Baba had a life that we can remember, many, many moments that I heard about, and some I lived with him. He was a family man. He loved his family. You could see in these pictures over here. He was in the middle of it always. He was a cowboy in a modern world. 100 years ago, he'd probably be out in the Wild West. So he made the Wild East the Wild West. Baba worked hard, though. He didn't shirk work. He used to tell me, it's not going to get done looking at it, so get with it. He taught me bunjal. Not that I know how to use it or cook it, but he did. He was a man of contrasts. He could be hard and he could be soft. And I think in that heart of his, there was only love. There may have been other times where he fought. We know that, because he was a fighter. There's no denying that. I had to run a few times. Not from him, but from those fights he started. There were a few encounters. I had a dog in the past that was named Rambo. Baba took a lot of affection from that dog. He would go out, and that was sort of his like right-hand man. I can't even imagine the things he must have done. But the things that he did when he was with me were always positive. I never heard a real mean word out of Baba's mouth. He stood by me when I needed him years ago. And for many years I didn't see Baba. And I was doing too much work, too much school. And now I regret it. I do. I wish I had seen him more often. I spoke to Baba about a month ago and he sounded strong. So I was surprised that the end came so quickly. And my heart goes out to Pearlie and the family, because you've been through it all, and you always stood by him. He couldn't have done better, Pearlie. And you kept him all those years moving, going, doing what you did. And I know that you worked hard. And like I said, Baba worked hard. He was never one to sit back. I know I learned a lot from him in life, and I wish him well in his next journey, as I'm sure we all do. And look at the crowd that's here. I mean, we love Baba, and we still and always will. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I didn't think it would be right if someone from the family that he got married into didn't come up and say something. What I do know was he was always good to us. He was always welcoming. He did like his liquor, but he also used to always keep himself composed, always showed the women in our family respect. He was always kind. He loved our aunt. That was the light of his eye. Remember him saying, that's my Lucifer. That was an endearing term that he used for her. He adored her. He always talked so good about her. He will surely be missed. He was a great addition to our family. He definitely brought a lot of joy to us. And we're all, going to be forever grateful for the memories that we've shared with him. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to come forward? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, devotees and friends, let me greet all of you. Namaste and good morning. This morning is indeed a very sad one for all of us, because today, as we are here to bid farewell to this divine soul, this individual who would have played a very pivotal role in the lives of each and every one of you who are here this morning, and many who cannot be present. My dear friends, we are here to remember the legacy and the life of this individual, and to remind ourselves that every day or tomorrow can be, or today can be our last in this world. We are here to pray for his Atma. We are here to pray for his soul. And my dear friends, there is a topic that many times we have various questions to. And that topic is the topic of death. What is death? One philosopher, according to our scriptures, tells us that death is inevitable. Just as how day is followed by night, and night is followed by day, so birth is followed by death, and death is followed by birth. This is the universal principle and the universal law that none of us can escape. But if we are to go deeper into this context of death, another great writer tells us that death is a thief. Death is a thief that takes the chest and leaves the gem. You hear that? Death is a thief that takes the chest and leaves the jewelry. There is no modern day thief that will do that, right? But what this writer is really saying to us, that death is a thief that takes the chest and leaves the jewelry. Meaning, death will take the body, but leave the memory or the jewelry or the gems of memories in the lives of all this family. Everybody understand? And so that which is called death is inevitable. We all have to pass through this moment. We all have to prepare for this moment, whether we like it or not. Today's ceremony is not only just for us to bid farewell to him, but it's a reminder to each and every one of us who is in this room today to live your life to the best version as you can. Because again, we will all have to leave. We will all have to make preparations for such a moment. And so, my dear friends, let us think about life a little bit more serious. Let us utilize every moment that we have in this world very constructively. We don't know if we're going to see tomorrow. Anybody guaranteed to see tomorrow? And if you guarantee to see 2026? No. It is only the grace of God that we can see it. But we must be appreciative of life. We must understand that life can go at any time. So let us live in unity. Let us live in harmony. Let us live like how human beings should live. Mend any differences if there is any. Let us start utilizing our time. Do charity. Give. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your friends. Too many times, and I'm saying this because as a pundit, I think Fred Hunter must know me too much well here. the point I'm trying to make, many times we come to these events only to finally reach our families and friends after we haven't seen them for a long time. You see this thing called phone? Utilize it. You can call your dear ones. You can message them. You can FaceTime them. Whatever means you can. Start keeping in contact with each other. Start utilizing every moment that you have remaining in this world to the best of your ability. Live good and do good, my dear brothers and sisters. The old saying, time and tide waits for no man. Because when our time will come, we'll have to leave everything. We may not have the opportunity to say to a friend or a family a final goodbye. Brothers and sisters, let us think about life a little bit more serious. Let us utilize every moment that we have in this world as if it is our last. I want to leave with you the story of Alexander the Great. For those who have heard this story before, that this story of Alexander reminds us of life. Alexander would have conquered so much and he would have achieved so much during his lifetime. But on his deathbed, he had 3 wishes. One of his wishes was, his first wish was to have all of the physicians, the best of physicians around his bed. The second wish was to, as he's going to the crematorium or going to the burial, take all of the wealth and the jewelry that he would have accumulated and scatter it on the roadways. And his third wish was to bore a hole into the coffin and put his 2 arms outside. You heard those 3 wishes? One was to what? Have the best of physicians around him. The second was to take all of his jewelry and scatter it. The third was, what is it? Put his hands outside. Everybody following? These 3 wishes of Alexander was very unique and it was very important. The first one is to have the physicians around him to remind humanity that when death comes, nobody can save us. That when our time is called, we can't say to Yamraj. In Hinduism, Yamraj is seen as the Lord of Death. When death comes, you can't say, oh, give me 5 more minutes. When your time is called, no one or anything can save you. The second was, what was it again? Take all of his jewelry and scatter it onto the road, because he would have toiled, he would have worked, or he would have conquered, he would have accumulated so much wealth in his life. But where is that wealth going? Is it going with him? Today in life, man toil, they extend their life so much in terms of they go about working hard, and yes, it is important to accumulate wealth, but sometimes we destroy the body in searching for wealth. Sometimes we overwork ourselves or our health to gain wealth, and guess what? The same wealth we got to take to restore we health. You understand this? Alexander the Great reminds us that whatever we accumulate in this world today will remain in this world. Everything that we have, even the body that we have, doesn't go with us. It remains right here. The wealth, the jewelry, the house, everything that you have today will become somebody else's tomorrow. And the third wish was what again? Just make sure I listen. Was to put his 2 arms outside to show the world, watch, he come empty-handed and he is going back empty-handed. Ai bi akela
जाई भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. We have come into this world alone. We have come into this world empty-handed, and so we shall leave empty-handed. But there is one thing that we're going back with, my dear friends. Can anybody tell me what that is? Karma. Your karma is the only thing you're taking with you when you leave. You're not going with the body. You're not going with all that you work so hard for and accumulate. The only thing you're taking with you is your karma. Karma means your deeds. Whether it is good or not so good, we all will take that with us. And based on those karma, it will be our final judgment when that time comes. The point of this morning's story, my dear friends, is to remind you that life is fragile, life is short. Live your best version, and at the same time as we accumulate and as we live our own lives, remember, nothing belongs to us in this life. So strive, my dear friends, to improve your karma, because that is the only thing going with you. Try to improve your karmic account. Don't worry about the account at Chase. That's going to help you when you're alive. But when you're no more, think about your karmic bank account. Improve that. And that is going to depend. That's going to give you your journey or your hereafter. So my dear friends, let me leave these thoughts with you this morning. And I hope whatever I've said this morning can in some way bring some form of realization to each and every one of you. And that is to live life to the best of your ability. Do good in this world. And when you leave, when your time is called to leave, you leave behind like a great gem of this Pitaji, Mahadeo. You will leave behind gem-like memories that he would have left behind for each and every one of you. As I conclude my aspect before we extend our final viewing, before we proceed for cremation, I will sing this one song, and I'm sure all of you knows it, so please join with me as we sing together. तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा, तुझे दीपक कहो या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा, तुझे दीपक हूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. मैं कब से तरस रहा था, मेरे आंगन में कोई केले, नन्ही सी हंसी के बदले मेरे सारी खुशियाँ ले ले. तेरे संगर झूल रहा है मेरे बाहों में जग सारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. Everybody, तुझे या चंदा, तुझे दीपक हूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. आज उंगली ताम के तेरे तुझ में चलना सिखला हूँ, कल हाथ पकड़ना मेरा जब मैं बुरा हो जाऊं, तू मिला तू मैंने पाया, जीने का नया सहारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा, तुझ सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझ दीपक कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। Devotees all, once more, my dear friends and family, if there's anyone who would like to come forward one last time to say a few words, I'll open the podium for at least 5 minutes or so before we do a final viewing, and we will proceed at the back for the cremation. So at this time, I'll open it up one last time for speeches. All right, so we will all at this time stand, and we will join in final prayer. As we bow our heads in prayers, my dear friends, in whatever way we will choose to pray to that universal supreme, let us all send positive prayers into the universe as we pray and ask that Supreme Purushaha, that Supreme Lord, as we ask that may His blessings be with that Atma. Bhagavad Gita tells us that we are a part and parcel of the Universal One, and so we shall return to Him. And so as we pray this morning, let us think about Pitaji Mahadeo, think about him and ask the Supreme Lord to embrace him within His divine kingdom. Om Anadhi Adharno Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Om Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayatingirim Yatkripa Tamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Paramananda Madhavam. Om
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेवः ॐ मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्र पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णन्तरस्त्वमे ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ राम नाम राम नाम यही सब गत है. Thank you all devotees and friends. You can all take your seats in a very orderly manner. You can do the final viewing. We can have some flowers at this end. So as individuals come, you will give them a flower. They will place it very nicely in the casket. Please don't cover his face. And in a very orderly manner, we'll open it up for the final viewing. Thank you.
When we open it, so we got to open over there, and then we put all the stuff in the box, and then we put it over. You good? Good. So we can just tell I over. Don't worry. Yeah, magalay. Sila how plan to know me. You're Asian, right? Yes, I am. Shouldn't be living in Norway. That's a street.
Come back tomorrow. When you come yesterday?
That can make it. Yeah, they will say presentation and things like that.
Bring them home and you know what? I can't bring them home and more happy
Oh, I know, right? Because we were prepping for that Tuesday, Wednesday, you know. But then they said on my Tuesday, there. Since you got the pass, everybody got over there. So we got this month anyways. Can I take him out? He said, oh, you want him over there? I take him home. Yeah. 12 days. Then you have 40 right? 14 to see now he popped out the top, right? That's a good thing it is there.
Yeah. He asked me for them he said, bring them home. You want to go, you don't want to so, Mr. Manhart, we have to fight in the north. Yeah, we have to tell them, Mr. Man, I make sure every day I call them, when I go deliver the bed, when I go deliver the bed, we just take them over, right?
But last night was,
we got to push for them to bring the bed. Finally bring the bed, bring the oxygen, bring everything, all the equipment. They come on and set them up, and then discharge 6 months. Yeah. And discharge them. On it for 1 month. On towards the I'm a brother. Well, live in Orlando,
you don't know me?
No. You don't know it.
I don't know. You know me? You know me? Leo. Yeah.
That's
I might talk with Neil. Unfortunately, like.
I appreciate
I
that.
don't know why you guys did that all the time, man. Every time Rock should complete to get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I never realized it. Friends, keep up?
Yeah. Family. Kaya daddy, chacha one side and one side kala mama. Yeah. So plus kana chacha mama.
Okay.
Kaya both sides kala, right? related from both sides, from my mother and my father. When he has the matter, we play the gag on Chacha. Serious, you know. No, uncle. I said, no, you got to call me Chacha. And then after one, he said, all right, whatever the mamu. But when they finish, organize the meantime. Stay ready if you need them. So what they can do then? Good, I bring him home, man. Yeah. This is what they got. Not necessarily. Yeah. Waiting for oh. That is right. The only one teaches the ritual. I don't think I ever met him, maybe one time, maybe a long time. I don't remember. I've met him. So you lived there a long time? How long did you live there?
Well, 30 years.
Really? So you never lived in Miami, do you?
Yeah, like 2 years of me.
One a large and one extra large. Which part of the food today was? Which part of the food today access. Don't screw up the whole job, right? Good. You got a deal? Good. Take it seriously, you know. Yes. You're young, man. You got energy. You can do to it, you know. Right? Maybe they keep you not sleep for 3 nights, right? Yeah. How you doing? All right?
Yeah, man.
Really?
You?
Yeah. How things?
Yeah, man, not bad.
Ready?
When we put Charlotte in Florida, Port Charlotte, it was close to Fort Myers. They moved on there actually a couple of times.
That's more down.
Beer.
Yes. Yeah.
Never come. Check it out. You know this? No, we're just straight out. Straight out.
You said I got Georgia one.
So we're gonna let everybody know.
No.
And then just the pop areas, we're gonna take them out. And then we just wheel out for now. Then once the pop areas are established, we can spread out, you know, like onto the ship them. Yes. Oh, he's in the car. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Hello. All right, everyone. Just a quick announcement, everyone. Quick announcement. We have about 50 minutes or more so in here. So let us get the viewing wrapped up. The family is also extending an invitation to all of you back at the house after the cremation is done. So please, you can see one of the family members for that address. As soon as you're finished with viewing in here, if you would like to go with us to the cremation aspect, please assemble outside through this door on this side of the building. All right, as soon as you're finished with your viewing, this side of the building outside and wait for us. I just need the pallbearers to be inside only. The pallbearers, the 6 persons who will be lifting the body. Thank you.
You can leave this here for now. Finish with that.
Yeah, I left right after.